Is it the situation making you feel overwhelmed, or is it your thoughts about the situation that are making you feel that way? Hello, Ramblers of the world. I'm Chris, the Mindset Wingman, and thank you for joining me on another Mindful Ramble video today, where we talk all things mindset reset and how it aligns to our journey through life, and how it's so important to get that internal mess sorted out so we can then progress and be successful in the external world when we're trying to achieve our material goals. And as always, if you could like, subscribe, comment and share, I'd be incredibly grateful, as it really does help me build this channel bigger and better. And if you'd like to support me even more, you can buy me a cheeky little coffee. The link will be coming along the screen right now. And again, I would be very grateful. And thank you very much. And as I say, every journey has a story. Let's go! Today I'm out walking somewhere new, a local estate down near the Firth of Forth, which you can see just over there. You can't see it very well just now. I'm not sure the camera would show you. I'll quickly go up so you can have a look. By the way, look at those hedges. They are very impressive. See them? Like the Incas or something. Quite impressive. So as I said, yeah, out walking on this. I've been to this estate before, but I've never walked in this part before. This is new to me. The holidays are on just now, so it can get quite busy out walking where I am. So I'm trying to find somewhere a bit quieter, and this is worked out rather nicely. So let's go back to the subject of today, and that subject of those feelings of being overwhelmed for whatever reason. So as we go through life, we'll get to stages in our life or situations where we will feel overwhelmed. And there's times when we don't even know why we're feeling that way. And then there's certain situations that we get into that just seem to have that effect on us. There's certain, for example, like me, I cannot stand wasting time. So, for example, sitting in traffic jams drives me nuts. Or the other one would be like at an airport, your plane's delayed, and I just want to get to where I'm getting to, do what I need to do. And I just hate that situation where you're wasting time and it's out with your control. For some reason, when it's within my control, I can handle it a lot better. When it's out with my control, I don't. And this is when you really need to learn to just stretch that acceptance muscle and realise there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, and you just have to accept it for what it is. And there's just no point getting overwhelmed about it because it's not within your control. And before we carry on, just comes this lovely little view here. If you've seen some of my videos in the past, I have been further down there near the front, but I've never been up here. Quite stunning. Right, before we carry on, a quick drink of water. Stay hydrated, very important, every day. But one of the things that we probably don't notice when we do get overwhelmed or we're getting frustrated about the particular situation we're in, if it continually happens, so it consistently happens in your life, you're constantly getting overwhelmed, it has a real detrimental effect on our health, our physical health I'm talking about. You might not even notice it, but the more times you get overwhelmed, the older you get. It's like anything, you're causing your body stress. It's like a car, it needs to go in for maintenance because you cause it stress by driving it around all the time. It needs to be repaired. But the same thing happens to us, but we might not even notice it happening, and we might not even think about it when it is happening. Because we just think, oh, we're just getting overwhelmed, that's not going to have effect on our physical body. It actually does. So it's very important to find ways in your life to try and reduce the amount of times that those overwhelmed feelings come in, and then it have the knock-on effect. You become stressed and then frustrated, and you know the feeling. It's not much fun, and you need to find ways, firstly, to notice when it starts to creep in, and then put these tools or these techniques in place, so when you do feel it creeping in, you can take that action straight away to stop it. So how do we go about doing that? Now, the first one is probably the best one, the one you should have up near the top, that you always go to when you start feeling overwhelmed. And that is just to stop and take a break, and then go and change the scenery, take some deep breaths, do some meditation, go and lie in a dark room with your favourite music on. Whatever it is for you that you've worked out that helps for you, that's what to do. Because that's the way that you will mitigate those overwhelming feelings growing and growing and growing, and then taking over your entire mind and your entire day. So when you can feel yourself, for example, if I'm sitting in traffic and I can feel myself starting to get overwhelmed, then I'll return to my breathing. I'll just start taking some long, deep breaths into the nose and out through the mouth. If I do that for a minute, 2 minutes, I can just feel myself calming down very quickly, and then starting to think more rationally. So instead of thinking, oh, my day's ruined, this is a disaster, all these kind of silly, overwhelming thoughts that are going on in your mind, I can just calm myself down, start thinking rationally, and go, look, this is temporary. It'll be over before I know it. I've been stuck in traffic jams before. I've got frustrated before. Have I been a bit annoyed with myself afterwards for getting frustrated? Yes, I have. So let's just not go back there. Take a deep breath and just let it go, and just accept the situation for what it is. So that's the first one. The next one is to stop doing so much. This day and age, we do seem to try to cram in as much as we possibly can. But the thing is, everything we're doing, for example, there might be things you do every day on autopilot, but if you actually sat down and had an honest talk to yourself, these things you're doing on autopilot, are they actually benefiting you? And if they're not, is it time to let them go and stop? Then there's the other one, there's people pleasing. You get guilty about when people ask you to do stuff for them, and you just say yes. Yes, of course I can. Yes, I'll do that. When in the end, all they're doing is they're taking from you. They're getting the benefit of what you're doing for them, and probably not giving back. So that's the next one, is be careful who you're saying yes to. Yes, I understand there's people that we have to say yes to, we have responsibilities, but there's a lot of people out there who will try and take from you, not return the favour. And you will spend a lot of time and energy on them, when really you should be focusing on yourself, and these people don't deserve your time. So just be careful who you're saying yes to and what you're saying yes to when it comes to other people. So that's the second one. Just stop doing quite so much. Do the things that are benefiting you. Do the things that make you smile. We'll talk about that in a minute. And just be careful how much stuff you are actually saying yes to. Things that you're doing on autopilot that maybe you don't understand, you don't know why you're doing them, and then the things for other people. When people ask you to do stuff, you just can't say no. Learn to say no. And the final one, something quite aligned to what I'm doing just now. So I'm out walking in the country. If you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know how much I love to get out for a mindful ramble, and especially out in the peace and quiet of the countryside. Fresh air, clean air, peace and quiet. Just makes me smile. But in this day and age, as I talked about before, we do seem to try and cram so much into our life admin, business, trying to stay fit, trying to look after people who do have responsibility for, business, our careers. We're just so busy. We never seem to have time to fit in any fun and joy. And this is so important because our brains just get so engaged with all the work, life stuff they've got to do that we forget that we've only got one chance on this planet. We've got to make sure we're finding time for ourselves and for having some fun, smiling and laughing. So if you look at everything you're doing just now, and it is just full of the non-fun stuff, we'll say, just take a moment out and just remember all the things that you used to do, all those fun things you used to do, and just try and find some time for them. So that's the main point there, is just to find time every day, and especially every week, for a little bit of fun. And if you do struggle with it, I've actually created an ebook all to do with it. I call it the Joy Planner. I'll stick the link along the bottom there so you can go and have a look. And it's just something that I've always used, and I thought I'd just pull it all together in a nice little book for other people to use. That if you do struggle to find the joy and happiness in life, this planner will just help you to make sure that you are finding out why you're not, and then fitting in time every single day for a bit of fun. Because we've got to have it. Whatever fun looks like for you, for me, out walking or cycling, whatever it is for you, make sure you've got time for that in your life, because that will help you to reduce the feelings of overwhelm that you get on a frequent basis, because you're taking time out to reset your mindset, do something you love and get yourself away from all the busy stuff and just find time for the good stuff. And there we go. So that's it for today. My little mindful ramble that I've been taking. It's been rather peaceful. I've not seen many people at all so far today, which I'm quite surprised at. Thought there'd be more people out walking today. I hope you have found today's video beneficial. The situations that we find ourselves in on a regular basis, and you think it's them that's causing these feelings of overwhelm. Is it really, or is it really the thoughts that you are having about these situations? I get it, sometimes it could be the situation, don't get me wrong, but a high percentage of the time it is the actual thoughts that we're having all around it that is causing us to feel the way we feel internally. If you are like that, and if you do feel that you do get overwhelmed frequently, just remember to stop doing so much, to find time for fun and joy in your life on a consistent basis. And the most important one to me, and the one that can counteract those feelings straight away, is when you feel them creeping in, just stop. Find time to go and just do some deep breathing, a bit of meditation, lying in a dark room, whatever it is for you that just helps you calm and slow your mind down. To have that locked away in your mindset reset toolkit, just go and do it before these feelings grow and just take over your entire day. There's just nothing worth. And as always, if you could subscribe, like, share and comment on my videos, I would be incredibly grateful. As it says, it really does help me take this channel to where I want to take it to. And I'll see you all again on the next video. I'm going to go and investigate where I am, see what else I can find in this new path, and I'll take you back here again soon, I'm sure. Have a great mindful day. Onwards and upwards.